Welcome to the Cover Price Top 10 for Monday, Juneteenth, 2023. At number 10 is Spider-Man India, Marvel 2005. Whilst hundreds of Spider-Verse variants debuted and across the Spider-Verse, there were a select few upon whom the directors focused, and one of those variants was Pavitr Prabhakar, Spider-Man India. While his costume is redesigned in the movie, the character's spirit shines through. We tracked his first U.S. comic appearance at a high sale of $350 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw near-mint FMV of $51. Meanwhile, those looking for more Spider-Man India, a new Marvel Comics series, is launching by writer Nikesh Shukla. At number 9, the Transformers 11 Marvel 1985. Hey, who's excited for the return of Jetfire? If you hadn't heard, in the recently released Void Rivals #1, Jetfire makes a triumphant return to the Transformers universe. I think I said return. This surprising return has sent collectors on a mission to track down copies of his first appearance. We tracked it at a high sale of $159 for a CGC 9.8 with the raw, very fine FMV of $6. At number 8, The Amazing Spider-Man #10, Marvel 2014. Whilst Spider-Punk only appears on the screen for a few short scenes, he immediately became a fan favorite with a role crucial to Miles Morales' step towards standing up to the Spider Society. We can't wait to see his return in Beyond the Spider-Verse. We tracked it at a high sale of $285 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw near-mint FMV of $82. Number 7, Ultimate Fallout #4, Marvel 2011. Miles Morales is arguably the second most popular Spider-Man, second only to Peter Parker. Nearly 10 years after his debut, we saw the debut of Miles Morales in a feature film. The recently released sequel reminds us why Miles is ideally suited to carry on the mantle of Spider-Man. His first appearance is considered too many as the modern-age Grail o' Grails. As its value continues to grow, fan interest also grows. We tracked it at a high sale of $2,026 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw near-mint FMV of $551. Number 6, The Sickness #1, Uncivilized Comics 2023. The Sickness is the first issue of a recently released horror series with a story set between 1945 and 1955, following two main characters intrigued by an illness that makes people go mad. This black and white horror comic has quickly become a ghost, sending the value of this book soaring. Will the popularity hold for this indie book? We tracked it at a high sale of $25 for a raw copy with a near-mint FMV of $21. Number 5, Void Rivals #1, Daniel Warren Johnson, spoiler 1/100, Image 2023. Now that two iconic 80s properties once again sit under the house of Image, the fans are going to see a lot of crazy things coming. Void Rivals was the beginning of that, establishing the shared Energon universe, inhabited by the Transformers and G.I. Joe characters. While only the first issue has been released so far, this crossover was a massive hit with fandom, especially the return of Jetfire. The 1/100 variant is also considered a spoiler variant, making it that much more desirable to collectors. We tracked it at a high sale of $247 for a raw copy with a near-mint FMV of $208. Number 4, Spider-Man #7, Humberto Ramos, Top Secret Spoiler, Marvel 2023. This week's release of Edge of Spider-Verse 3 explores the origin of Spider-Boy and gives us our first piece of information, his identity. Whilst there isn't an immediate recognition of the name or the face, this reveal reveals even more support for Spider-Boy's longevity. It looks like Spider-Boy is here to stay. We tracked it at a high sale of $150 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw near-mint FMV of $33. And at number 3, it's Spider-Man 2099 #1, Marvel 1992. Oscar Isaac did an excellent job portraying the futuristic Spider-Man 2099, who was a perfect antithesis to the morals of Miles. I like saying the morals of Miles. Their differentiating core beliefs are the divisive driving force between the two. We were lucky enough to see the beginning of the battle, but fans, it is just getting started. Miles and Miguel are set to go head-to-head in the upcoming Beyond the Spider-Verse film, and get ready for more 2099. I like saying that too. We tracked it at a high sale of $210 for a CGC 9.8 and a raw near-mint FMV of $23. Number 2, Coyotes #1, Image 2017. This series debuted in 2017 to little attention. Fast forward to today, and Selena Gomez and Jordan Peele are developing a series adaptation for Prime Video. The series follows a group of women who take a stand against a legion of werewolves that have been hunting them, and good on the women for doing so. This story is a brilliant blend of mythology and modern-day storytelling. Upon the news, this book heated up quickly, and we tracked it at a high sale of $89 for a CGC 9.8 and a raw near mint FMV of $16. And at number 1, it's She-Hulk. Number 3, Marvel 2004. Note, Edge of Spider-Verse 3, Spider-Boy spoilers. In the upcoming release of Edge of Spider-Verse 3, it's been leaked that Spider-Boy's real name is Bailey Briggs. Your instinct to search for that name associated with Marvel is only common sense, and in that search you'll discover that a Bailey Briggs does exist in the Marvel Universe, and he first appears in this issue of She-Hulk number 3, hence the sudden traction. However, this Bailey Briggs is a Hammer aeronautics engineer who's murdered and returns as a ghost, as does happen, to serve as a witness in his murder trial, as is common, and then is sent to spiritual jail, as would happen, after lying under oath on the stand, and that's a lot of things. Based on this, the two Baileys appear to have little or no connection, and keep in mind, Dan Slott also wrote this issue of She-Hulk, so there could be something intentionally misleading here. We shall have to wait and see. We'll just have to wait and see. In the meantime, we tracked it at a high sale of $135 for a CGC 9.8 with a raw very fine FMV of $12. Guess what? That was your cover price top 10 for Monday, Juneteenth, 2023. Cover price. Your home online for comic collecting.